Hello. And welcome to my team. Can I help you?
Yes, I would like to create a Formula One team.
Yes, of course. I would like you to fill in the details and we can get started.
The name of the team is Minardi. The sponsor is TriStar. The power unit is Mercedes and the teammate is Nobuharu Matsushita.
I'm sorry, but you can't go any further because we have run into a problem.
Will the Mercedes power unit be capable of powering my team?
No. We're unable to afford the Mercedes power unit.
What did you say? You can't afford the Mercedes?
Yes, Empress Matilda, I'm afraid we cannot. You are new to my team, and you're telling me that you have a team with Mercedes power.
Yes, I decided to go for Mercedes. But for some reason it didn't work out for me.
If I hurt you, we need to go back and verify whether the Ferrari, Renault or Honda power units will power Minardi before you can go any further.
And also I chose Mercedes, because the Minardi team used Ferrari engines in 1991.
Yes, they did, but what I'm telling you is that the Mercedes power unit is not capable of powering Minardi. Which is why you need to change to another power unit.
And are the Cosworth and Lamborghini power units in my game?
No. The Cosworth and Lamborghini power units are not in the game.
But what about the Lamborghini Cosworth power unit?
Well, if Lee Mather from Codemasters had added Lamborghini and Cosworth in the game, it would have created a Formula One team based on both companies. But instead you have to go for the Ferrari, Honda or Renault power units.
I was trying to recreate the Minardi team, and you're telling me that you can't afford the Mercedes power unit.
Yes, I'm afraid the Mercedes power unit is not capable of powering the Minardi team. I might suggest Ferrari, Honda or Renault, and then you can continue from there.
I went for Nobuharu Matsushita as my teammate, and was told that I had to change to a less expensive power unit. Was that an issue?
Yes, because you tried to recreate the Minardi team with Mercedes power. Which is why you need to change to another power unit.
I have an idea, and it's going to be my biggest idea yet.
My God.
I would like to create a Formula One team called Lamborghini. It will be powered by Honda, and it will have Luca Badoer and Titana Calderon as drivers. Will you put my idea into fruition?
No. There is no Lamborghini Formula One team.
But what about the Lamborghini team in my idea?
Well, if there was a Lamborghini Formula One team, the team would have been the 11th team on the F1 grid. But instead you are recreating Minardi.
Does the game have a Lamborghini Formula One team then?
No. There is no Lamborghini in F1 as the company does not allow Lamborghini to appear in the game even if you were to create a team based on it. You're recreating Minardi, not Lamborghini.
Will you let me choose the Mercedes power unit then?
No. There is no Minardi Mercedes Formula One team.
But what about the Minardi Mercedes team?
Well, if you had recreated the Minardi team with Mercedes power, the team would have completed its first race in Melbourne. But instead you are down to 3 power units.
Can I create a Minardi Renault team then?
No. There is no Minardi Renault team.
But what about the Renault power for the Minardi team?
Well, if there was a Minardi Renault team, the team would have been powered by Renault for the first time. But instead you are down to 2 power units.
Will there be a Minardi Ferrari team?
No. There is no Minardi Ferrari Formula One team.
But what about the Minardi Ferrari team?
Well, if you had gone for the Ferrari power unit, it would have been the first time since 1991 that the Minardi team was powered by Ferrari. But instead you are down to a single power unit, and that is Honda.
Okay, the Honda power unit it is.
I am very sorry if it took you so long. You ran into 1 or 2 problems creating the team, but since you have chosen the Honda power unit, we can now move on to the team badge.
Oh yeah, right.
Here is what you can do to the team badge. You can either select an existing badge, edit it, or create from scratch.
can I apply the Minardi logo on the badge then?
No. You are unable to do that at the moment as the company does not allow Minardi to appear in the game even if the real Minardi team raced in Formula 1 for 20 years. You have to do one of the following in order for Minardi Honda to debut in Melbourne.
Yes, I know, but I can't afford my Minardi Honda team to go bankrupt.
Lastly, we need you to pick your Minardi Honda team's colors for the rest of its branding.
I already edited the livery to make it look like the Minardi PSO5.
My God.
And also the team colors are the same as the PSO5.
Great, that's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we have done so far and we will come back here at the...
Wait a second, why did you stop talking?
Because this is where you can select the season length. We have a choice of 22, 16, or 10 races.
Will there be a Formula 1 race in Panama?
No. There is no Formula 1 race in Panama.
But what about the Panama Formula 1 race I mentioned?
Well, if there was a Formula 1 race in Panama, the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton would have been the winner. But instead you have to choose a season length and what tracks would be part of the calendar.
And can Will Buxton interview me then?
No. There will be no interview with Will Buxton until you have selected the length of 22, 16 or 10 races.
And can you allow the Minardi Honda team to race in Australia?
No. We have had to cancel the debut of the Minardi Honda team owing to you not being cooperative and selecting the length of 22, 16, 10 races in the My Team mode. You have to wait until Sunday the 12th of July before you can create a Formula 1 team, and you are banned from appearing in the building. Goodbye.
That's not fair.